And welcome you back to some more Azure Striker Gunvolt. Last time we went through Babel on the space elevator and went through a sort of boss rush of sorts with some of the bosses that fought before. And then we fought Copen, and then we beat him. So now we are at Firmament. And we're just going to go into this because nothing really changed with any of my statuses or anything. I leveled up a few times the last level, but let's go into this and get the briefing. Gunvolt's completely off the grid now. Do you think he's up there somewhere? I hope he made it to Firmament. You know him. He'll be back with Joule and that bad haircut before you can say Azure Striker. Yeah, you're right. Asimov, if you're up there too, keep them safe. Let's strike. Idolatry? I guess? Idolatry. Dang it. Oh, okay, made it down there. Without hurting too much. First time I've gone through that without taking damage. I probably did take damage, but I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. Dang it. Now we can fight you. I'm keeping my kudos. QUILL and all that stuff that I can't read. Probably the most kudos that I've ever gotten in this game. Kudos to me. There's Joule and Nova. Joule. Well, here we are. It was him. How could I forget that voice? Nova. I see I left an impression. But my eyes were locked on the monstrosity between us. You like it? This machine gives me full septimal control over the Muse. You should ask Copen all about it. I assume you ran into him on the way up. His father laid the groundwork for all our adept research. He built this machine. In fact, it's safe to say Sumeragi would have been nothing without him. A shame the dice rolled how they did. That's nice. If you're done spewing your horse jit, let's let Joule go. Not very civil at all, are you? Maybe you need a little demonstration. Behind him, Lumen appeared, but something was wrong. Her eyes had none of their usual mischief. She was like a robot. She looked as cold and calculating as the computer program QUILL once mistook her for. What did you do? Like I said, this machine puts me in control of her Septima. She sings for me now. I mean, no offense, but you've basically already lost. Shall we? Dang it. See what I have to do. Sucks. I'm taking so much damage. Wow, Sumeragi really outdid itself when it created you. I might actually have to put in some effort. Time to pull some swords from some stones. Look at King Arthur. Not one, but 3 glaives started to drip toward him. And so did Joule. How strong is he? Man. Monsters, Copen had called us, and in this case, he'd be right. Nova had absorbed Joule completely, made her a part of him. Was that his Septima? My mind swam. I was given this godlike power because my cause is righteous. The world is a system, one that must be protected from aberrations like you. I see myself dying. Man, that was quick. Thank you. I'm gonna die. I knew I was gonna die. Would have been nice if the freaking anthem came up. Thank you. I need this. What have you done? Our system was the world's only hope. Without the muse to guide them, adepts will lose their way. They'll burn this world right to the ground. Wait, Joule! Did we make it? Lumen, yeah, thanks to you. Sweet, bro. I think I might have used too much power. No matter what happens to me, promise you'll get her out of here. I promise. Huh? What are you doing here? I'm proud of you, Gunvolt. You too, Joule. With Nova out of the way, you two are ready to rule in the age of come. In the age to come. What do you mean, rule? Sumeragi is in shambles. We won't get a better chance. To do what? Since you left QUILL, I've watched you surpass my every expectation. But it's time for you to join us again. You and Joule. There's a place for her now, with her anthem and this satellite. I mean, can you imagine? We could wipe the human race from the planet. I founded QUILL so that adepts could live without fear. And now that day is here. We will rise from our oppression, free at last. Come with me.
No, Gunvolt, no, I've heard all of this before.
She looked right at me, the terror in her eyes plain. Don't worry, I know. Asimov, I can't even begin to repay you for all you've done. You saved me from Sumeragi's lab. You basically raised me. I would do almost anything for you. But not this. If this is your idea of making the world better, then you're no different from Nova or Copen. I don't want your freedom if it means Joule loses hers. Sorry. Oh, that's okay. Never hurts to ask, right? We'll do it this way instead. My blood froze, the weapon in his hand. That's Copen's gun. You like the little souvenir I picked up on the way in? That primate actually managed to graze me with it. Imagine my surprise. It turns out these bullets can neutralize septimal power. Call it a dose of morality. Goodbye, Gunvolt. I felt a surge of heat. First in my chest, running down my skin. Then the air touched it and everything started to go cold.
Ah, no, no, no! Gunvolt!
You're next, Joule. Even as darkness worked to clamp my eyes shut, I saw her crumple to the floor. It was all over. I had failed her, and now I would never. For a human, Copen makes some dangerous toys. All the more reason to snuff out his species as soon as possible. It would have been easy with Gunvolt and Joule. But plans can be rewritten. Wow. Okay, so that happened. Ugh. I mean, I deserve a C because I died so many times on that one. Let's get the corner ones. 100 MG and Quartzite, 2 of them. I do need more of those for something. Ugh, but it's not gonna happen now. Obtained that, I guess, Vasky. Was that the end? Was that the end? I think I heard there's a different ending if you get all the jewels. But yeah, I enjoyed playing the game, if this is the end of the first one, at least. I don't know, one of the last boss fights, it was like before the big monstrosity. It's like you really had to experiment to actually figure out what to do. It's a good thing I did that because I figured out what to do, and then I just kept getting hit by every single attack, to where I had to heal every single time. And then I wouldn't have been able to in the last fight. Even though I would gain enough, whatever you have to build up to be able to use your skills. Because I don't know how to normally build that up. Even though I've been playing through this game the whole time. So, Just trying to think of something else within that fight. Yeah, I wouldn't have survived without the anthem. The first time I fought him and got the anthem, well, that was the second time, but the first time I had gotten the anthem in that fight, it's like, I could have won. I could have won if I didn't forget about the centerpiece that I had to actually attack. In that fight, I don't think attacking like the two the two things on the side. As the robots, they probably are. But I guess attacking them at the same time opened that weakness up for the boss, and I don't think attacking them actually did any damage. So I probably should have focused on that point instead of just trying to hit everything. Because I did have to hit everything, but I had to try to get the most damage there. And then kind of focusing on there made me lose focus on the beam attack that kept hitting me. It's like that ball attack, I figured out like how they split off, but it's like I jump to the right and then the second ball will come down from the right, so I'd get hit by that one. Or I'd go to the left and it'd come down from the left. So there's just no winning in that situation. I just had to keep going and attacking them until I either got the anthem, which I did those 2 times. I don't know why I didn't get it in the 3rd fight. I don't really know what triggers it actually. I'm lucky to have gotten it in the 4th fight because I needed it to actually beat the guy. Because I just kept losing EP in that fight. Okay, so yeah, I really enjoyed playing this game. So I'm probably not going to worry about getting the actual good ending. I'm probably just going to watch it, find it on YouTube and watch it, even though I'm putting this on YouTube anyway, and it kind of defeats the purpose. But yeah. As next time, we'll be jumping into Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. So unless something else happens after the credits, like a Marvel movie, I'll be seeing you later. Gunvolt, you're home. How'd the job go? Huh? Joule? But we both... I must be dreaming. Maybe you are now. Maybe you were before. But whether you've walked into a dream, or out of some terrible phantasmagoria, you'll never know, will you? Seriously, bro, we all got one foot in fantasy and one in reality. If you don't know where you are, all you can do is keep going. There's no sidestepping fate, real or imagined. But you can walk toward it armed with hope. Maybe you've already found a little of it. Or maybe you haven't. But if you ever do think you've found a little hope, I hope you'll share it with me. You feel a little closer to Joule. I don't know what happened there. I just thought I'd add that in there. I don't really know what it means, but I mean, I'm just gonna add that at the end, and you'll see guarantee that. So, with that, I'll be seeing you later with Azure Striker Gunvolt 2.